Have you ever been denied a purchase? Are you looking to purchase a home or a car? If you answered yes to any of these questions, I can assist. My name is Chenauda Harris. I am a financial specialist offering solutions to your financial matters. We have an aggressive program that gets you results within 45 to 90 days. Contact me, Chenauda Harris, at 734-752-8818 for your free consultation. Good afternoon. Welcome to Let's Fix It with Chenauda. Sit back, relax, and take some copious notes as we provide you with some awesome solutions to your financial matters. Invite your friends, family to join us. And if you're watching this live via Facebook, like, tag, share. Sharing is caring. I am Chenauda Harris, your financial specialist. I am super excited to be here today. I have an incredible guest that is going to bring down the house, if you will, with her powerful testimony of her being on our product and just really trusting God and trusting the process that we had to go through in order to get her to where she is today. So, without further ado, I want to introduce to you Ms. Chisa Parker. She's a hardworking mom of 9. Yes, I said 9 children. And I'm super excited. She started our program back in September 2020. And Chisa followed the process. And I'm going to let Chisa tell her own story. So first of all, Chisa, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I am super excited for you to be here with me today. And I want you to just let go and just let the people know how you and I met and how this process started and how it has impacted your life.
Okay, so hi, my name is Chisa Parker. I'm here. I met Chenauda because I was going through a hard time with my finances. I was always being denied credit. And I was tired of being denied credit. I wanted to show my children something different because society had put us in this little box. Because I am a mother of 9. I'm a proud mother of 9. So I reached out to you and you immediately responded back. You gave me hope. So from then on, you told me, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And we all know processes, nobody has the patience to go through the process, right? So I had went through a hard time in my life to where finances wasn't so good, and I just wanted that start. I wanted to start seeing credit cards rolling in or just being told yes, you know. So we got the ball rolling, and I was impatient at times. I know it was times I text you, I'm sorry, late at night and asked you questions, and you you responded back. You were so patient with me, and I follow each step, and I tell you that I am so happy that I did everything that Chenauda told me to do because I had a financial increase, and this increase was such a blessing to me and my family that I'm able to bless others, and that's what it's all about. I want my finances in my life to be able to overflow into other people's finances and in their life to, you know, I guess to continue. You know, you plant a seed and you see the seed grow.
That's right.
And there you go.
So, as y'all heard, she said she followed my lead in terms of the instructions and the process that we're given to give you guys guidance to help you along the way. It's not just about repairing your credit. You had some things you had to do along the way to get to that point. Mm-hmm. So you were able to download your letters and mail your letters.
Yes.
And yes, you sent me some questions, but I answered your questions, and we were able to get you on the right track. Yes. And steer you in the right direction.
Yes.
So you were able to do what for your family? You were able to put them in a what?
Put them in a new home.
Say that again for the people in the back.
Put them in a new home.
Thank you. She was able to put them in a new home. Now keep in mind, Chisa started our programs September last year. I looked it up. And by June of 2021, Chisa had gotten her credit score up. She had gotten herself qualified for a high limit credit card because I told her the tricks of the trade while we were fixing that credit, what she needed to do with those bills that were reporting to the credit bureaus, how to pay those bills.
Yes.
And those things, they worked, right?
Yes, it did.
And you saw that increase for yourself.
Yes, I did.
And you was ecstatic, wasn't you?
Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
So then it came a time where, let's go back to the whole Navy Federal thing, because a lot of people tend not to believe in that process. But I need y'all to understand this. When you become a client with me, I always refer you to a credit union that I know that is lender friendly. So once we get you to a certain point in the process, I have you to start applying for credit. So tell them the story about Navy Federal. What happened?
Okay, so I applied for Navy Federal, and she told me to put a certain amount into my savings and my checking, and I followed that. I waited. You have to let it wait. Just sit there on it. And I know that, like I said, once again, patience is a virtue, right? So I contacted her. I went to Navy Federal and I applied for something, and they denied me. I went to Chenauda and she said no. She said, do this. And she said, you should be hearing back within a certain amount of days. And to that day, I heard something back. Mm-hmm. And it was very, 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 very blessing, because I never thought that I would actually get approved for anything of that matter.
And it was more than what Capital One probably would have. Capital
Yes.
One,
Yes.
and a few others.
Yes. Yes.
So,
it was. Yes.
For those of you that follow my timeline, she was one of the testimonials that I had posted back in June. A denial doesn't necessarily mean that it's denied forever, because I told Chisa, I said, no, we not believing in this because we've come too far, and no, denial's not it. So she went back in, she did a reconsideration, they reconsidered her. Mm-hmm. And within that 5 to 7 business day window that I gave her, she got an approval. She called me, she was screaming, she was excited, because at that particular moment, it just opened up windows and doors that she thought were shut for a long period of time that could not be opened. And we had a long girlfriend talk that day. I'll never forget it, because it just made me feel that I'm doing my job as a financial specialist, being able to service the community, as well as my Sunday school teacher put it so prophetically Sunday, that I'm able to minister to people in such a way to give them hope where they have been denied hope, where they have been blocked from certain things, where a denial just doesn't have to necessarily be the end.
That's true.
And you allowed that process to go forth. So fast forward, moving into your home with your children and going through that process where you had the slumlord and moving out of that situation into your brand new home. What did that feel like?
It was breathtaking. I felt like a relief, because I actually had something to call my own.
See?
So I never owned a home. This was my first time owning a home, and it's a different feeling. It's actually like I can sit back and say I own my own home. When I pull up into my own driveway, that's my own driveway.
It's nothing like having your
That's true.
own.
That's true.
Nothing like
That's true.
having your own.
That's true.
And when you become of a certain age, you want to acquire certain things
That's
of your
true.
own, because that's what God wants you to do.
That's right.
He wants you to own land.
That's right.
He wants you to own property.
That's right.
And he wants your family to flourish. So I'm just so honored and just ecstatic that this program has impacted you and your family in such a great way.
Yes.
And I just truly hope that you take this moment and you pass it on to someone else who needs that boost, that ounce of hope. And let me tell you something else about Miss Chisa. In the midst of a pandemic, y'all, she graduated nursing school. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
I'm super excited for that because that says a lot about your character.
Thank you.
Not only are you a mother of 9, which I'm sure that keeps you busy alone,
Mm-hmm.
and graduating in the middle of a pandemic, going through the situations that you were going through, trying to find a home and get adequate shelter for you and your family in the middle of a pandemic, that had to be chaotic. And now here you are, pretty and just
Thank you.
refreshed and just ready to just beam and tell the world your story.
Yes, I am.
And I'm just so ever so proud that you were able to come today and share that with our audience, because I can't tell you how many times that we talk about getting your finances together, but it also is a self-check as well
It
to
is.
yourself,
It is.
letting you know that you can do whatever it is you want to do if you trust the process.
That's true.
So give the people some advice about trusting the process, or just think if you're talking to another mother that's in your situation, what would you say to that mom?
Oh, I would just tell her that I know how she feels and that she needs to just trust the process. Just have faith. You need faith. And I would tell her to contact you. Actually, I'll probably call you on the phone right then and hook y'all up together and just tell her to just go through it. She got to trust the process, though. It's a process to everything, but she has to believe. And she has to visualize things. You know, I had to see things that I wanted. I had to see it. And when I saw it, I took it in. And I stepped out on faith, and here I am.
And you know what? Since you're talking about vision, at the beginning of every year, we talk about that vision board on the show.
Yes.
And what our visions are supposed to look like. Posting pictures around you, surrounding yourself with that positive image of what you want to manifest in your life. And look at God, how it manifested for you.
Yes, I know. I remember I used to be riding in the car and going through my situation. I used to be looking like, oh, I just want a decent home. I used to literally cry sometimes driving, like I just wanted to be in a decent home. And it happened. And I'm so grateful that it has happened, seriously.
You know, sometimes crying is cleansing.
Yes, it is.
In order for you to get that breakthrough. So them tears wasn't in vain.
That's
for
right.
sure.
That's
because now you can sit back and bask in the glory of your own home.
That's right.
And raise your children in something that, in the event something should happen, they have something that is legacy.
Yeah.
And it's about wealth, but wealth building and teaching our young, because that wasn't something that was taught to us in school.
That's true.
And it's not something that's being taught to your children in school.
True.
So these are some principles that, as moms, we need to make sure our children are coming up with this type of knowledge.
That's true.
And that we're passing it on and not sitting on our hands on it, because it's life skills that they will need in order to survive in the world.
Yes.
You know, once they get past 18, they got to know what credit is.
That's true.
So they'll know not to abuse it.
That's true.
So they don't make the same mistakes that we made.
That's
because
true.
I know I made some.
I made some too.
And that's what got me to this point. But at some particular point, you got to stop the nonsense and be able to grow up and really just take a self-analysis. And wow, just an amazing story. I've just like been anticipating your story for weeks now. I know that you had to go through your graduation and all of that.
Yes.
And you were given the task to give the story or the speech for your class. And that had to be a moment in time as well for your children to see.
It was. My family was there, and I'm very thankful for my family members that were able to be there, seriously. To see a turnout, you know, it's a beautiful thing. It's a touching thing that your family. I graduated in Ohio to travel that way to come see me, and to be able to get up there and speak, and what I spoke was truth, and to be able to instill true words into my family, but as well as other families. You know, it just did something for me because I got a lot of thank yous, and that's what it's all about. It's all about showing people that you can do it. You know, your story is your testimony,
Right.
and I'm not afraid. I'm not ashamed of my story. Here I am, and let's go.
Give us a little bit of your story as to what you shared with the audience, because I can only imagine what some of that content was like
So
in that moment.
being a nurse is being you have to want to be a nurse. Being a nurse is not about securing the bag. It's not about money. God has entrusted you with his people, and you have to know this. You have to just embrace that this is between you and God, and you have to give your very best. You have to know that you are the caretaker of someone else's loved one, and you just do it. You just do it out the kindness of your heart, and just know that wherever you go, they're looking for you. You know, when we go into hospitals, they call the nurse. I'm not putting down nobody else's, you know, situation, but they call on the nurse, and being a nurse is everything to me. When I step into my patient's room, I'm confident, and I have to show them I'm confident. I'm here with love. I understand, and I'm going to meet them where they're at, and that's just what it's about.
Wow. If I ever get sick, I'm calling Nurse Chisa to be like, is there a Nurse Chisa in the house? But I'm just ever so humbled and grateful, because a lot of people tend to think also that the stereotypical statement of professionals, they don't have situations of bad credit just because you're a nurse, or just because you're going to nursing school or going to medical school. Y'all got bills and stuff, just in situations, and go through things
Yes,
just like
we
the
do.
everyday person.
Yes.
Nothing
Nothing
makes
changed.
you
That's right.
extraordinary
That's right.
just because you went to school
That's
to
right.
study
That's right.
to be a nurse.
We probably have more bills because, you know, student loans
Exactly.
is just, yes.
Yes, I'm sure student loans is just. Oof.
Yes.
That's a whole nother show. Student loans and what we gonna do with them? How we gonna get them off the credit report? That's a whole nother topic. But just know, because even in our company, it brings me to a story of one of our top leaders who was a nurse.
Okay.
She retired from nursing,
Okay.
and just a gem of a person, but she was just drowning in debt, and she realized nursing was great, but this was better in terms of what she was called to do, but yet she still felt like a nurse because she was helping resuscitate people's credit.
Exactly.
And she still felt like she was being of service and walking in her calling.
Okay.
So y'all have like a special gift of love and caring. So I'm greatly appreciative for that, and definitely appreciate your service being a healthcare worker in
Thank
these
you.
times
Thank you.
that we're in with this COVID, because you guys are out there on that front line
Yes, we are.
dealing with our global situation.
Yes.
So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
So as we move forward here, I want to talk about knowledge is power. And it's indeed a pleasure for me to bring you information on a weekly basis that could potentially change your lives or your family lives. But I certainly hope you find the content of what we bring to you useful to assist you in your journey. Should you have any questions about anything that we've said today, especially about the free consultation, just like Chisa did. Chisa went through the process of that free consultation, and she signed up because she was sick and tired. And no, you don't have to continue to be sick and tired of your situation. There is hope. You just have to move differently than what you've been doing before. Because if you continue to move in the space that you've been moving in, you're going to continue to get the same results. So we're here to encourage each and every one of you, whether you're a mom, whether you're a dad, whether you're that grandmother, that auntie, that grandfather, whomever. We want you to know that if you're going through a financial situation, there is hope and help for you. You just have to be diligent to make that move. So I want to tell you guys, our company, number one, has went through a rebranding, a rebirth, but we did it because we're ready to bring United Wealth Education into each and every home. This should be a home name. Just like your kids know McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, Dairy Queen, we want you all to know about United Wealth Education. And that starts with people like myself being able to help you in your situation, come out of your situation. So being able to counsel over 112 million Americans that are suffering with less than perfect credit. I mean, that gives me great joy. Not joy that you're in that situation, but joy that I can assist you. And you just got to be willing to meet me halfway. And by doing that is just by setting up that free consultation. So once again, you always can reach me at 734-752-8818. Just send me a message so we can set up that free credit consultation just to assess your situation. Because not everyone needs credit repair. Sometimes we just need to tweak our bad habits and make them good habits. Because as you heard Chisa say, she had certain things that in order to help on the back end while we did, on the front end while we did things on the back end. Mm-hmm. While we were fixing the credit and dealing with the letters and whatnot, she did some things to help pay down some of her debt, but use various payment methods to help her situation, to help move that score as well. Mm-hmm. And that gave her that increase. That gave her that pre-approval to get into that new home and to move her family into that new home. So understand, I talk about Mission 800, helping 800 people become financially empowered. We are still growing this movement to a major number so we can be able to help as many people as we possibly can. And I want to do just that. Home ownership can be yours. You just have to trust that process. We've got realtors that are waiting to put you into a home after you get that pre-approval. And I want to be a special blessing to someone today. So because Chisa is a healthcare worker, I want to offer something special for those of you that are healthcare workers, moms. I want to target you as well because we are the breadwinners a lot of times and the nurturers in our homes. And we have to be able to show and provide an example to our kids. Yes. And be able to show them that sometimes you do have to struggle, but the struggle don't have to last always. That there is light on the other side of the tunnel. We just have to move differently to get there, right? So those of you that need that assistance, I am here for you. And those of you that would like some more information versus a consultation, I do have an 8 o'clock webinar for you to join tonight for free, where you can get all the information that you need to get the breakdown of what this company, United Wealth Education, has to offer. And we say all the time, ooh wee. That is the name of our company, and we are so proud, but I want all of you to be able to say, ooh wee, at the end of the day. I'm checking out Miss Harris because she's got my back. She's going to guide me through this process, and she's going to help me get to the next level, just like we did Miss Chisa. So, Before we get on to Chenauda's pearls of wisdom that I leave you with, I want you to watch this special video.
Listen, Andy, as real as I can put it, my mom told me this a long time ago. There's 3 types of people. Some people who put you in difficult times, some people who help you in difficult times, and some people who leave you in difficult times. This is just facts. People will quit on you, and sometimes it's the ones you did the most for. But you can't let those that quit on you make you want to quit on yourself. You can't let those that have given up on you make you want to give up on yourself. Listen, I know it hurts when the ones you count on have counted you out. I know it hurts when the ones you believe in stop believing in you. I know it hurts when the ones you helped up are now kicking you while you're down. Those same ones you helped won't even lend a helping hand. But you gotta understand, it's not right, but it's life. I know you had their back when nobody had their back. I know you stood by their side when everybody left their side. I get it, but you have to understand this about life. Just because you did right by them doesn't mean they're gonna return the favor and do right by you. One thing you gotta realize in this world, everybody ain't gonna have a heart like you. Some people will let you down straight up. True colors always get revealed when it gets real. So don't let the ones that changed on you change you. Don't let the ones that left your life stop your life. Don't let the ones that left your life make you want to give up on life. Never fall apart because they fell off. Because I'll tell you right now, when the wrong people leave your life, better things start to happen for your life. When the wrong people exit your life, it just makes more room for the right people to enter your life. So don't trip when people quit on you. Their departure doesn't mean your story is over. It just means that their part of your story is over. So understand this. People will quit on you, people will lie on you, people will hate on you, but no matter what they try to do to you, you gotta make sure that you get up every single day and never quit on yourself. And trust me, those people that quit on you will be the same people watching you succeed without their support. And they'll soon realize that them quitting on you was their loss, not yours. But like I always tell you, it all starts with you. It's rehab time. Let's get it. It's time for you to make the world respect your greatness. Straight up. Hey, what's up? Trey here. I want to say thank you for watching my new video. I hope it impacted your life. 2 important things I need you to do. Number 1, most important, I need you to press share on this video right now. There's someone on your timeline that needs to hear this message and they won't see it.
Awesome. That was motivational speaker Trent Shelton. And when I tell you, he gives an incredible speech about trusting the process and not allowing other people to cloud your vision and to cloud your journey. Listen, you got to get out of your own way and learn to trust the process for you. You got to do it for you, your family. This is how you move forward. Because as I stated before, if you keep doing the same thing you've been doing for years, you're going to continue to get the same results that you've been getting for years. So if you've been doing nothing, nothing from nothing leaves exactly that, nothing. I need you to get off the couch and trust the process. Until next week. And I want to thank my beautiful guest, Miss Chisa Parker, for coming.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And giving us this incredible testimony. So until next week, you guys, have an awesome week. Have you ever been denied a purchase? Are you looking to purchase a home or a car? If you answered yes to any of these questions, I can assist. My name is Chenauda Harris. I am a financial specialist offering solutions to your financial matters. We have an aggressive program that gets you results within 45 to 90 days. Contact me, Chenauda Harris, at 734-752-8818 for your free consultation.